Hello, and welcome to Day Off Gaming. I'm your host, Tailyon, and we are playing Baldur's Gate and Tales of the Sword Coast. And we are in Candlekeep, and we are now getting ready to go actually into the main library and see what the Iron Throne leaders are up to. All right, let's start exploring.
Something on your mind?
Tailyon, my child, look at you. Your face has gained some new lines since the days when I tutored you. Let's see. Stand back. Let's see. Excuse me. Karen, you speak true, but it's not your fault. You prepared me as well as you could for what lay beyond these walls. I just pray that I am prepared for what I shall find within them now that I have returned. Why? What is wrong here? Shall I tell the Watchers? Yes. Call the Watchers, but first tell me if you have seen anything strange about the library. Let's see. Yeah, they're no more used than a bundle of sticks. Yes, call the Watchers. Strange? Why, yes. That is just a word I would have used for that Caveris fellow. He was right here beside me, taking Alando's prophecies from their place on the shelf and reading them. I could hear his voice, recognize the seer's words upon his quiet breath, but when I turned to steal a glance at him from the corner of my eye, it was the strangest thing. His eyes were closed, and he was reciting page after page as if from memory. He heard your footsteps, it seems, and wandered off. I was just returning the prophecies to the rightful place here. It might be wise to take a look. If this Caveris is dangerous, though, I'm afraid I'm too old and bookish to be more than a hindrance. Forgive me, but I must leave you now. Okay, so Karen, my old tutor, has told me something most interesting. Caveris seems quite well acquainted with the prophecies of Alando the Seer. So well, in fact, that he can recite them with his eyes closed. It may be worthwhile to take some of those well-torn tomes off their shelves near where Karan and I spoke. Caveris himself must still be in the building, as I have not seen anyone of his description leave. Whoever he may be, I do not intend to let him avoid me like this forever. So it's over in this area somewhere? History of King. Oh, nice. There's a couple items here. What is this? Vocalize. Okay. And during the days of the avatars, the Lord of Murders will spawn a score of mortal progeny. These offspring will be aligned good and evil, but chaos will flow through them all. When the beast bastard children come of age, they will bring havoc to the lands of the Sword Coast. One of these children must rise above the rest and claim their father's legacy. This inheritor will shape the history of the Sword Coast for centuries to come. Ooh.
Yes.
Well, we'll put this back, because we don't need it. Is there more around here? What is this? History of how... Yeah, we don't need that. No book? Ooh, another book. Okay. Or a scroll. Let's see. The spawn of the Lord of Murder are fated to come into their inheritance through bloodshed and misery. It is the hope of their father that only one shall remain alive to inherit his legacy. I foresee that the children of Baal shall kill each other in a bloody massacre. Ooh,
What now, I wonder? Of course, yeah.
Let's go and put that on. Back in at least. Is there anything else here? History Moon, the Moon Sea.
These walls contain the world's
History of Lorien. Okay. Well, dip me in broth and starve me stewed. If it isn't little Tailyon, why I haven't seen you for nearly quite some time now. Anyway. Hello, Theoden. How have you been? I still remember you about the keep in your little swaddling clothes, pestering the elders and spooking the cows. Ain't that right, Jessup? Surely was. Yep, of course, you never did stay in those rags of yours long. I don't have time for this. Yeah, he's gonna probably reminisce, isn't he? Yes, I remember, but how have you been? You'd be naked as a jaybird the moment someone turned their back on you. I remember the day that fella Blackstaff came floating in, and there you were, tearing around the outer keep with Orion hot on your tail. Took the cloak right off his back, you did. Made yourself just the cutest little... Yeah, okay. Anyway, yes, I remember. Could you drop it, please? How have you been? Wait, I remember it all now. There was Kelvin Blackstaff trying his hardest to look important while you ran through the stables with his cape tied around your waist. Such a lark, eh, Jessup? I thought I'd catch my death from laughing, I did. You and me both. Ryan was shaking like a leaf, he was so mad. As fun as it's been, I really should get going. Nobody was sure what to do, and then Kelvin muttered some words and catches you by the scruff of the neck with some sort of spectral hand, yells you out and drops you right in front of him, grabbing his filthy cape in the process. Everyone was scared, they were, weren't they, Jessup? Sure enough, scared witless. Yep, and then old Kelvin bust out in the biggest laugh you ever heard. Everyone at the keep was laughing like mad, except you, Tailyon. You just stood there naked at the day you were born and wondered what the fuss was about. I tell you, those were the days. Yeah, I'm gonna get going. Oh, certainly, little one. Stop by any old time, though. I've got some paintings of yours as a youngster I'm sure your little friends would love to see. Remember the one Italian on the bearskin rug, Jessup? Surely do. In the buff, as usual. Cute as a bug you were. Go play with your friends now. Go on. Yeah, thanks for being annoying. Alright, anything around here that we can go look at? Alright, come on, guys. Stop getting hung up on everybody. What is this? History of okay. I don't know if we're going to run into a whole bunch of people, but let's see.
Excuse me, but I'm late for my classes.
Just a reader, okay. What is that? Dimension door or knock? Knock. Okay, we'll grab that.
That was a noble deed.
Or what's in here? History of Golden Bar or something like that. We could read all these, but I really do not think you guys want a episode of me just reading all the history from Faerun. History of Dambath. But yeah, if you ever want to, come play this game. You will find plenty of things to do. History of Cormier. What is this? History of Symbia. Oh, that's Alendo the Wild. Okay, that's just a sculpture of him. That's just a reader. Yeah, these are going to be just nothing but books we probably won't care about. I just want to see if there's any more spells or items that we might be able to find in these. Nope, okay. Let's check out this back room.
Yes, done and done.
More readers.
You have need of... I'll do my best.
Okay, let's head you up here. Still nothing? Okay. Oh, I was gonna say, there's a big room in here. How do you get to it? Well, apparently that way. Okay, but there's nothing here. And there's nothing in here. Alright. Let's go upstairs.
What now, I wonder? Of course, yeah.
Get everybody over here. Who are we missing? Okay.
Our library is a man's harem of knowledge.
Hello, Tailyon. It's good to see you here once again. A pity you could not return during a more restful time. Why? What's going on that could cause you such stress? Oh, it's nothing, I'm sure. It's just that, well, things just seem a little strange around here. Those decidedly unmerchant-like merchants, for one. And some of our own monks are acting odd as well. One fellow in particular. Really? And who would that be? Well, there is this one fellow, Cabarrus. I assume he is a visiting sage of some sort, but he seems more interested in our guests than the tomes. He makes me nervous. I think he's had the same effect on others as well. Young Shistel has been out of sorts for days now. He's not as thick-skinned as I. You remember how nervous he used to be? He's quite the opposite now. Seems like a totally different person. I worry about him. I should go. It was nice speaking with you. Yeah, that means there's doppelgangers in Candlekeep apparently as well now. Bendalis, an old friend of mine, says that there are strange things happening in Candlekeep, specifically mentioned unmerchant-like merchants and a visiting sage named Cabarrus that arrived separately but seemed keenly interested in the others. Okay. Who are you? Priest of
These
Ogma?
walls contain the world's knowledge.
Hello, I'm the level coordinator. Is there anything I can help you with? Let's see. Could you tell me where I could find Tethril? Tethril is a very busy man. I don't keep track of his schedule. Sorry. Well, you're useless. Alright, let's have our speedster kind of look around, see what he can find in this area.
Would be proud of your actions.
The Lord of murder shall perish, but in his doom he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny.
Yep, I remember that one. Oh, there he is.
Where to now? Dawn?
Alright, let's have everybody come on up. Who is that? Oh, that's not a priest, okay. Anything back here?
Can,
The
but
Lord
try.
of murder shall perish, but in
Tailyon,
his
you
doom
look
he
distraught.
shall spawn a score of mortal progeny.
Was it a child?
Chaos will be sown from their passage, so saith the wise Alondo.
There's trouble here, Chanter. You must help me. You're right. I have felt it too. Pray tell me how this aging frame can help you. As Chanter, you know the history of this keep better than any other. I've grown up here. I've played within its walls, but there were many places I was never allowed to go. I'm older now, and I will go where I must, but please, are there any places in this keep of which I was never told? Well? Yeah, I guess. But what have you right to ask that child? I'm not a child anymore, Chanter. The entire keep is in danger, even its most secret and sacred places. Please, Chanter, Gorion would have had it so. I'm growing old, and the young are not so old anymore, nor the carefree so carefree. Alendo the Seer, the one who founded this fortress of knowledge and whose prophecies I chant each day, he's entombed deep in the bowels of this place. I tell you this, Tailyon, because you're right. It is time you knew. But I beg of you, in Gorion's name, do not venture in those trapped and warded halls unless some higher power than myself bids you go. Your stepfather would have never forgiven me for your loss. I must go now, child. Tailyon. It is time to chant the seer's prophecies, as I always have.
The Lord of murder
Okay, so there is secret underground tombs, or in tunnels. Let me guess, we're going to probably end up getting there, because why else would we be told this? That it's full of traps. And told not to go unless we absolutely have to. So, I always knew that this home of mine had held deep secrets, and now by Chanter's grace, one of these have been revealed to me. He tells me that the very rock below this keep is perforated by crypts wherein lie what remains of Alando the Seer, and who knows what else. How to enter these crypts I do not know, and how to survive their traps I know even less. The Chanter has begged me not to enter them. On my stepfather's honor, I can only obey, unless fate dictates otherwise. Yeah. Alright. Just keep examining everything. Make sure we got all our items we can get. Ooh! A Mel's acid arrow. Okay. Can we get in here? Yes, we can. That's a luck spell. Or appears to be a luck spell. Okay. What else do we have? Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff still to look at. Look at that. So many places you can find stuff. Oh, mirror image. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so many
A simple
spells.
task.
A great host will come from the east like a plague of locusts. So saith the wise Alando.
I hear somebody speaking. Who is that?
You need something, stranger?
Cabarrus. Ah! I thought I might find you somewhere around here. Allow me to introduce myself. Yeah, please do. My name is Cabarrus. I used to work for your father, running messages to his Harper friends in Waterdeep. Before he passed on, he entrusted me this ring and asked that I give it to you should evil ever befall him. Will you take it? What evil befell him? Yeah, Cabarrus. You were there. You saw it all. A woman, an armored figure, two ogres wielding clubs, but Grian's petty magic was of little use against them, was it not? And you fled with your tail between your legs, hiding amidst the trees until dawn broke. And now it comes full circle, doesn't it? The Iron Throne's so close that you can almost touch them. Wreak your revenge for that night. You know me very well, my father too. Give me the ring. Look, you're right, Cabarrus. I was there. Myself, my father, and 4 others who tried to kill us. Where were you if you know so much? If you be so void of trust, I am surprised you have made it this far. It is little matter. Go seek your vengeance or your doom at the hand of the Iron Throne. I wash my hands of it. Yeah, we don't believe you. You knew too much. But let's see, is there anybody else that we have not talked to?
You have needed? None are better.
What
Have
now?
we cleared? Yeah, we cleared this one. Let's go and just go on up.
Yeah.
We're going to find pretty much just small spells here and there, if I remember correctly. Nothing of real super importance.
Of course. Yeah.
There another level up?
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
Let's see. What about Olrant? You can find Olrant in his apartment on the 6th floor. I wouldn't bother him there. He doesn't like unannounced intrusions. Well. Nothing here. Anybody else that we can talk to? Let's go back down. If I remember right, this is who we need to talk to. But I want to see if we can actually head up more. Just to see if there's anything higher up.
A simple task.
Ooh, really pretty. What happens if we go all the way up?
Our library is a man's harem
Of
of
course.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Tailyon, good to see you. I trust you are well. Yeah, no. I feel as though life is dragging me along by the noose. Not good at all. Yeah, as well as can be expected, Piatto. How have you been? Oh, I pine for the days when you and Grind still called Candlekeep home. You brought a bit of energy to these walls. I shall have to speak with you later at length, but for now you must rest. Grind's old room is the third on the south corridor, just as it was. I think there are a few things there for you as well. See you later. Third on the south corridor. Okay. Alright, let's see. You're here. Go find it.
None are better.
Maybe this is it. Third on the south corridor. Well, that could be any of these. Oh, money. What's in here? Hello, Tailyon. If you are reading this, it means I have met an untimely death. I would tell you not to grieve for me, but I feel much better thinking that you would. There are things I must tell you in this letter that I might have told you before. However, if my death came too soon, then I would... Whoops. Hold on. Okay, I must tell you this. Okay, I might have told you before. However, if my death came too soon, then I would have never been given the chance. First off, I'm not your biological father. For that distinction lies with an entity known as Baal. The Baal that I speak of is the one you know as of a divinity. In the time crisis known as the Time of Troubles, when gods walked Pharaoh, Baal was also forced into a mortal shell. He was somehow forewarned of the death that awaited him during this time. For reasons unknown to me, he sought out women of every race and forced himself upon them. Your mother was one of these women, and as you know, she died in childbirth. I had been her friend and on occasion, lover. I felt obligated to raise you as my own. I have always thought of you as my child. And I hope you still think of me as your father. You are a special child. The blood of the gods run through your veins. If you make use of our extensive library, you will find that our founder, Alondo, has prophecies concerning the coming of the spawn of Baal. There are many who will want to use you for their own purposes. A man who calls himself Zarabak is the worst danger. He has studied here at Candlekeep and thus knows a great deal about your history and who you are. Gorion. Interesting. Okay, so there's no other items that you could give us? Thanks, Gorion. That doesn't do us any good.
Where to now?
Okay.
A simple task.
Alright. Well, let's head back down. Let's go deal with the Iron Throne. If I remember correctly, there is a time limit. So if you do not deal with the Iron Throne people before, like, I think I've read somewhere, like, 20 minutes that you've been in this area, you actually get arrested for the death of these individuals. Which is kind of interesting, considering what we're actually coming here to do ourselves. Alright. What I want to do...
You're a queer fellow.
Let's see. Let's get everybody in place. Alright.
You have need of me?
Nature's servant, oh yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Yep, we're gonna cast
What is
that.
your command?
You're gonna cast that.
What you want?
I'm gonna have you start casting that.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, get back here real quick, so, okay.
Yes. A simple task.
Yep, come here.
If none are better.
I don't have time.
My dear fellows, you must realize that it is manners that make the man. Who would you kindly prove that you are gentlemen by leaving? The right people can afford to be rude, but this is not you. Leave now before my irate companion Brunos lets his temper get ahead of his reason. And you can say, fine, we'll be underway, which means you just leave. If you do leave, as you leave the building, you are basically told that these men are killed, and we are the suspects. But I want the experience, so we are going to attack them. You're the bastard behind the trouble from here to Baldur Gate. Now that we have you where we want you, don't think we're going to let you live. This is most distasteful. I have always known that rudeness is how the weak make themselves look strong. Even if you were to somehow beat us in battle, how would you escape the keep? Or did you think that the monks would let you go about murdering everyone within their keep? Crush the mutton heads, boys!
You have need of me?
What now, I wonder?
We want to cast that.
Yep.
I would like to cast that.
Yes? As
Pretty
you
much
wish.
we are
You've a task.
attacking the main person as quickly as we can. Let's see, what is that? That's Find Traps, isn't it? Okay.
For the group.
Hello.
And we can attempt a hold spell. I just realized I sent you both into being attacked. Okay, that's good. That's a good start. That's a very good start, actually. Priest of Ugmar, we need to avoid killing him, please.
Yes.
Make sure no one's getting
I care not.
doing anything that they should not be doing.
What now, I wonder?
Yep, make sure you're still attacking these guys.
Where to now?
Whoops.
A simple task.
Alright, everyone attack this guy. Okay. Nope. Everyone get up here. Okay, you do me a favor. Try and... No. Do not even think about it. You get over here. You killed that guy last time.
I'm gone.
I want him as far away as I can.
Don't bother him as you wish.
There's a reason for that.
Now, I wonder.
Yep.
Oh yes, she is actually a nice high level
done had
now.
enough of
Okay,
this.
get down here. No, do not be hitting him. Alright, get all the way up here as swiftly as you can.
Where to now? A simple task.
She got hit.
Nature's servant, await as you direct.
Yeah, we want all this stuff. But not that armor. Okay.
Yes.
Everyone, out! Look how quickly he's moving. Alright, now that we're out, we're okay. Oh, we have to actually go back up.
A simple task.
I should have joined the army.
Tailyon, stay where you are. I do not wish to harm you, but you must come with me. You are to be questioned regarding the murder of the Iron Throne leaders. They were apparently killed not an hour ago, and an item of yours was found with their bodies. Please, you will get a fair trial if you come quietly. I will use force if I must. Alright. Yes, yeah. No, we're not going to worry about that. Alright, I surrender. Take me to Ultron or Telethuril so I can prove my innocence. I'm glad to hear that. I did not wish to harm you. I'm sure this mess will be cleared up soon. But we do have Emmeline now leveled. That is good news.
Someone disturbs me.
So, Tailyon, you have sullied your father's name by defiling his home and bringing ruin to a peace that has lasted for centuries. I spit on you and all your friends. Your transgressions will be punished in the most severe form. I formally accuse you of the murders of Brunus, Kostak, and Riltar, and Chave. But I have done nothing wrong. Why have you accused me of such a thing? You were seen fleeing the site of the murder by the guest known as Caveras. From everything we have seen and found, it is not hard to figure what your purpose was. From what I have been told, you have been trying to place all the misfortune of the Sword Coast squarely on the shoulders of the Iron Throne. I assume you and your friends are assassins employed of Am. Perhaps you were sent up north to create discord in the region before an Amish invasion. It matters little. You and your friends are to be sent to Baldur's Gate where an appropriate punishment will be administered. Yeah, I think he's corrupt or in league with the Iron Throne. Maybe that's how they got in to Candlekeep. That is my assumption. Because he's too eager to believe that we're the cause of everything. Alright, I'm waiting for the next person to appear. There he is.
Greetings, young one.
I am sorry to see thee in such terrible circumstances. I know thee well enough to see that you have been falsely accused. Tomorrow, Orant will most likely sentence thee to be sent to Baldur's Gate. There thou wouldst receive the death penalty for these actions. I know that Garain would not want to see his only child killed a scant few weeks after his own death. 'Tis as a favor to his memory that I will help thee escape. Make thy way through the catacombs beneath the library, but disturb them not. I have your possessions with me. You must take them and go with haste. Do you know anyone by the name of Caveras? I know no one named Caveras, but Caveras is the reverse of Sarabak, a young man who accompanied the leaders of the Iron Throne when they first came. I know not where he has gone. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. It is now time for you to go, Tailyon. I can teleport you to the secret room that leads to the catacombs, but from there, you are on your own. You must be careful within the catacombs, as there are many guardians and traps, and perhaps whoever planned these murders. However dangerous the catacombs may be, they are a safer alternative to Orant's wrath. Yeah, why can't you teleport outside the Candlekeep? Candlekeep is protected by powerful runes that seal from divinatory and alteration magics. If I were to teleport you outside the Candlekeep, you would be ripped asunder when you came in contact with the protective field. Trust me, child, this is the only way. Alright. So remember those lovely catacombs that we were told about to try and avoid going into. Guess what? That's where we're at.
Good
You
as
have
done.
need of me?
And there's a lot of spells here. And I think,
If Tempus wills it.
I'm pretty sure the majority of these we already have, so we don't really
I
need
care
to
not.
get
I am
these,
gone.
but they could be helpful with extra stuff. Dimension door, you know. Let's get whoever
task?
is
Yes,
left that can
aye.
grab stuff. You can't even pick anything. Who
Nature's
has room?
servant awaits.
Okay, you have room.
What do you, as you wish?
Hello. If
And then we're going to
Tempus wills
organize
it.
here real quick all these spells and equipment. Okay. So let's see what we have here. We have Darts of Stunning, which is something that I've been pretty much using on her as much as I can. Let's see. Where are your arrows? Okay. Bullets, you're still good with that. You're overweight. So go ahead and give that armor to her. I already know what all these are all +1 weapons. Do I even want these? Let me do something here real quick. Yeah, +1 chain. Don't need it. What is this? Clarity prevents feeble mind confusion and... Ooh, that's not too bad. But we probably won't use it. And we don't need any of these. Vocalize. Can cast spells with a verbal component without having to make any noise, so long as the casting takes place entirely within the duration of the vocalized spell. Yeah, I don't know why you would ever use this, but maybe it's supposed to be for, if you get put in silence, or they cast silence, you can cast it on you before they do, maybe? I don't know. Seems kind of a really weird spell to have. Let's go ahead and get some more arrows sent over to him. You cannot hold any more fire arrows. Can you? No. Well, sort of. Oh, yeah, I'm still cleaning these up. Let's see what these are. I'm pretty sure these are all going to be just, yeah, +1s. This will probably be a +1. Yep. And I'm pretty sure these shields are going to be the same thing. Shield +1. And where's the last one? Shield +1, yeah. And the ones that need it are already with better shields than what we would have had. And I feel like we have all these. Yeah, we do. Alright. Yeah, I just feel like let's just clean up this mess. I feel like all these are not going to be anything we need. I do want to keep the identify spells, just in case. What is this? This knock. Yeah, we want to keep the knock as well. And what is this one? That's the polymorph. And that's a... Okay. Yeah, we're going to keep at least the knock. I think the knock could be helpful. But the rest of these, I don't see them being that useful. Unless you need that spell. You have that spell, right? Monster Summoning 2? You do. Okay, well let's level her up because I don't think she gets any hit points. Yeah, she gets no hit points. And she still cannot...
You're a queer fellow.
Yeah, she still cannot do her thieving. Because what would happen is, if I remember right, this will move to her cast ability, and this will be her thieving. I can't remember how this will all
Gorion
look.
would be proud of your actions.
But yeah, so we have now 30,000 to get her leveled.
Where to
Okay,
now?
so let's make sure we're happy with everything. That's a dimension door. Yeah, don't need that. Chronic. Yeah, we'll just drop all these. I don't see us needing those. But you can find a lot of spells in that Candlekeep, but none of them will be useful to you probably by this point because you'll probably have all the spells you need. I could be wrong, but I don't think I've ever found anything of use in there. Alright, here we go. To the danger area. This place is nasty. I do not know where all the traps are. I used to somewhat know. So we're going to pretty much do a lot of saving. But let's get people in order here. See, she would be in the front right about now.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Where to now? A simple task.
Hello there.
Oh, hello there.
Yes, done and
What are you
done.
doing down here? My book! You stole my book, you cur! Shh! Yeah, it's a doppelganger.
What
Yeah,
now, I
not
wonder?
surprising. Alright, you need to be using this
Yes,
sword.
if none are better.
And of course, one hit does 14 damage. No, sorry. Does 12 damage. Look at that. Alright.
Can
We're getting in with
but
doppelgangers down
try.
here. Great.
Where to now? A simple task.
Alright, where are we? Alright, we need... Well, first off, I need you to heal him.
You've attacked.
I want you over here.
Done.
We're trying to figure out which way to
I
go.
can, but try.
And I don't know... It's been so
Yes.
long since I've done this area.
Well, of course. Yeah.
There are... They are accurate. There are a lot of traps. Okay, so we don't want to go that way just yet. If that's going to be an exit. I do hate that she keeps stopping.
Nature's as good as done.
Because it's like... Yes, I get each time you cast, you need to...
What, done and
Yes,
Yeah, see? That's what we're going to run into a
done. A
lot.
simple
You've a
task.
task for the group.
Okay. That's doable. That's a doable thing. Okay. It should dissipate it.
Servant away.
If none are better.
Yeah. So it's gone.
As good as done.
So we'll save. Is there more traps down here? Don't see
Yes.
any. But let's get everyone
Done
down here.
and done.
You've as good as done.
Yep, more traps. Ow! That's a lot. That is a lot.
What now? I wonder.
I can, but try.
Yeah, so that's... Oh,
Weaker.
Ow.
I need a healer as soon as possible.
yeah, that's...
Hello?
This is gonna be nasty. Trying to get through here without a thief.
Servant away.
Oh, I'm regretting this decision already.
I can, but try.
Yes.
Let me guess, this
good
is
as
trap
done.
2. Yep, that's trap 2.
What you want?
Can you unlock that?
You've attacked as you direct.
I can, but try.
People, get out of the way. Emmeline,
I've
get
done
here
had enough
before you
of
go
this.
get yourself killed.
Where to? A simple
I care
task.
not.
Yeah, as you can tell,
This
this is
way.
going to be very tricky without a thief. This is where I'm really regretting her changing to a thief. But look at these. These are actually good items. Okay, you actually can
Yes.
come down here then.
Done and done.
They've activated all the traps. This is going to be a very slow push, if you've noticed. Ring of Fire Resistance. That could be very helpful. Okay. You get the Fire Resistance ring. And then... Protection from acid. Okay, that's okay. It's not a great thing, but it's an okay thing. Let's see. I do need these identify. So what is this? Understanding raises wisdom by 1. Okay. Well, we're gonna fix that.
What now, I wonder?
And his wisdom is now at 15. Not too bad. That gives him, you know, some more lore, I believe. And I think I have to be one more. I think I have to be at 16 to actually get some extra resistances on my spells, but I cannot remember. But man, I really need you up to level 8.
Can I help you?
I am missing that really bad right now.
There's something most unnatural here, and I want no part of it.
Nature's servant awaits.
Okay, I was making sure she didn't go wandering off. But yeah, you guys are going to need to really be patient with me as we go through this, unfortunately. Okay, do we have lightning resistance? Because he might need lightning resistance here. We may need to change that then. Protection from lightning. I might actually see about putting this globe of invulnerability on when I see traps, because it's supposed to stop first, second, and third level spells, which is pretty much every single trap that would be in here potentially.
Hello?
Tis a fine day to die.
Because there is a lot of places you can go.
What now, I wonder? Where to now? A simple task.
By tempest.
Tis a fine day to die.
Alright, let's see if we can find more trap areas. Nothing? But up here. Wow, look at that, just so much. Okay, there's actually another room down here. Come back this way.
Yes. A simple task.
Oh, come on, Bramwin. Stop moving around. You know, keep moving around. Yep, there's another trap. Is there any more? Yep, there's 2 traps. Alright. Okay, that one wasn't as bad.
What now, I wonder?
It's like, we could survive that. That was nothing.
Done and done.
No!
Oh, does that trap not go away?
Where to now? Of course.
Oh, that's a nasty one
I'm
then.
gone.
Okay, that's 3, 4, 5. Who are we missing?
Don't bother me.
Get up here. Okay, I need you guys to stop.
What you want? I'm gone.
Nope, I need you out of the way.
Simple task.
Yep, I'm gone.
Get right about here.
Hello. Tis a fine day to die.
And we're gonna find out how
Do my
nasty
best.
this trap
By
is.
tempest.
Tis a
Okay. It could have been much worse. And hopefully that trap went away. Okay, so the trap did go away. Okay.
I'll do my best.
Bramwin,
fine
go ahead
I
and
care not.
start
I'm
heading
gone.
back up here.
Can I help you? If none are better.
What do we find? Just a bunch of potions, which aren't terrible, do not get me wrong.
You have need of me? If none are better. No!
Yep. Yeah, look at that.
Hello. Tis a fine day to
It's like,
die.
oh, that room wasn't that bad, and it's like, well, then again. Let's actually come down here. Can we actually get in here without you guys being stupid and trying to get yourselves
I can,
killed?
but
What
try.
now? A simple task.
So I have a feeling we're going to need to rest a lot.
Where to now? A simple task.
Yes? Oh,
No,
Yes,
Bramwin.
Direct.
Gonna get yourself killed.
Yes, a simple task.
Yeah.
What now, I wonder?
Unfortunately, this is what our life's gonna be for a while.
Thy temper shield!
You've attacked? What is your command?
Servant away.
Okay, you're out of spells.
Hello?
Yep, keep healing yourself.
What now, I wonder? Where to now?
Okay,
temper
let's make sure we have as many healing spells as we can then. For right now, do I want to keep command? Command is still useful because it still affects one person, and it's only for one round, but it is enough to knock them down, especially if we can get in there and start smacking them with Khalid. So, let's see.
A simple
Let's
task.
look at our spells. With, not me, but with her, we definitely need to knock. Get more knock spells. We do have a 4th level spell now. I'm thinking. Remove curse. Greater Malison. Confusion. That's not bad. It can make him a pain to catch all the enemies though. Let's go ahead and do monster summoning. Because maybe we can use the enemy, our own creatures,
What now?
as a way of activating traps. And hopefully disabling said traps. And Tailyon, do you have everything you need? Let's go ahead and get Fireball back. I have a feeling we are going to want that here. Alright,
Where to now?
let us rest.
You close your eyes tonight, and visions of Candlekeep swim into view. As you pass through the gates of the Citadel, there is a flash of memory, and you are a child of only a few seasons once more. At your side is Gorion, gray-haired even all those years ago. How old must he have been to age so little in the time since? Aged as he ever was, you still have to run to keep up with him. He has an important meeting with Ulrant, the keeper of the tomes. An important meeting about you. Funny, you don't remember it. As you stand outside the doors of the inner keep, you can hear the shouting from within. Gorion seldom raised his voice, though you did not care to listen to the discussions at your previous stops either. As you trace patterns in the water of a fountain, a reflection distracts you from the argument. A large raven has perched atop a stone wall and stares directly at you with huge black eyes. You stare back through the mirror of the water and are suddenly afraid to meet the bird's gaze any other way. It has claws for feet. You think to yourself, little skeletal claws. The doors of the keep suddenly swing open and Ulrant storms out. He glances at you for a moment, but looks away as he speaks. You both can stay, he sneers, but mark my words, that child will be the death of you. A flash of memory once more, and Gorion walks out of the keep as he is today, dead. You drop your gaze back to the water so as not to see. The raven is gone, but your own image remains. Your eyes are black, like those of a bird. Like father, like child, the reflection says. You wake with a yell, predictably unrested.
Oh! We got attacked by a ghast at the same time. What did we receive? Draw upon Holy Might. That is, in my opinion, not a very powerful spell. I think it's like a 2nd level spell. Yeah, so what it does, it's great if you're a fighter, a thief, or something like that, but if you're a mage, it's really not that great, because it basically just increases your strength, constitution, and dexterity by 1 for every 3 levels of the caster. So it would, by the time we're 5th level, it'll raise everything by 3, which isn't all that great considering it's 10 rounds for it to activate. But that's okay. Let's deal with this.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
At least it was just one ghast.
Thy Valkor's mighty blade.
Alright, well, let's rest again, though.
Yeah.
We will get attacked a lot in here. There's not much you can do about it. Because we are in a dangerous area. I'd like to try and finish this area if we can before... Maybe not the whole dungeon, but at least this section. If people would stop attacking us.
What do you want?
What now, I wonder?
You have need of me? I'll do my best.
Hello, 'tis a fine day to die.
Yeah, none of that.
I can, but try.
By if tempus res.
All right.
I'll do my best.
What else? I wanted to look at something. Hold on. Oh, your arrows. Okay, you're still good on the arrows. If we start getting really low, I'll change him over to his sword. But hey, each ghast that we're killing is experience to get her up to level 8. Or, yeah, level 8 mage. Which is the important part right now. Oh, come on. How are they getting behind us?
For the fallen!
That's a ring, isn't it?
Yes, as good as done.
Yep, don't need that.
What is your 'tis a fine
All right.
day to die.
Yes.
Rest again. We'll get that rest yet. Oh, come on. Surely we can actually get one rest in this.
You have need if none of.
As I said, I don't mind that we're getting experience for Emmeline
You're
because
a
she
queer
does
fellow.
need it. But this will be a very slow
Hello, 'tis a
progress.
fine day
For
to
the
die.
group.
What now, I wonder?
Yeah, I'm going to try resting a couple more times. If we are unable to rest, I'll pretty much just skip until we finally successfully rest. I'd rather not do that, but I will do that if I have to. Okay, we're finally rested. Yay!
Where to
Okay,
now?
now let's save this and let's investigate a little bit further, shall we?
Done and done.
I should actually see about getting our
By
priestess
temper shield.
with another second level spell. Maybe remove one of these hold for a fine trap. And same with her, maybe remove one of these poisons for the check trap
Yes.
as well.
Nature's servant awaits.
Alright, where are we at?
What now? Done and
What
done.
is your
Thy Valkor's mighty
Alright.
blade.
Nope, I need you back
None
here.
are better.
Yes, O omnipresent authority figure.
Okay, let's see what's in here. We'll save.
Good as
We'll
done.
start moving in. Because I do know, at least up to this section,
A
we were
simple task.
safe.
You've attacked for the group.
Yep, just let her do her fine traps. Oh, yeah. Alright, so let's see what this activates.
I fear I need heal,
Lightning bolt, okay.
lest I not survive.
Okay, so... She did survive, though. Now the question is,
Can I help?
before I save... Where is he?
Yes. A simple
Tailyon, can you
task.
get out of the way? So
have need.
our
I
friend can
can,
come down
but
here and
try.
verify that these are no longer activated. Okay, good.
Nature is good as done.
And this is a dead end. Oh, lovely. Yeah, look at that. Dead end. Yeah. So all that just to be
What
trapped.
now, I wonder? Of course. Yeah.
Yes,
Not really
O
trapped, but
omnipresent
it does
authority figure.
suck.
Do my best.
You've a task for the group.
Come on. Get up here.
By temper
And
shield.
I'll give you a heal spell.
Nature's servant awaits. As good as done.
I do like that she can still go out of range and still be fine. Okay, we're gonna save here. And what we're doing here is we're gonna see if this is another dead end. Well, we don't know. So we'll bring you through here. Okay, so there is a room here. Oh, and there's a trap spell. Okay. Alright. That's why we did what we did. Okay.
Can I...
Whoops. Let's fix that. And he does have... Who has the lightning boots installation? You do. Okay, so that's 50% at least. Okay.
If Tempus wills it.
Nature.
Did your spell get knocked off, apparently? Okay, so come on back.
What is your command?
Thy Valkor's mighty blade.
There was 2 spells? Wait, there was 2 spells? Hold on. Hold on.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Do not find trap, since it apparently wears off when you reload.
If Tempus wills it.
Which I was not aware. So does the spell not disappear? So, hold on. Hold on. I want to look at this real quick here. So does this spell never go away?
What is your command?
Does it never go away?
If Tempus wills it.
Nature's servant is good as gone.
Hello?
Thy Valkor's mighty blade.
Okay, so there's this detect traps. So there is possibly a way around it. Want to just see, is there a trap down here?
The ways of the dwarven folk by crawling about these warrens.
Okay. I want to check something out here.
Can I help you? If none are
Can
better?
I get each person through here by
By
bringing you
Tis a
back
fine day to die.
so we can find that trap? Okay.
Yes, for the group.
So we can do it one at a time.
I'll do my best.
Okay, so we can actually do this.
What is your command?
Yes.
Wow. Hold on. Are we trapped behind people? Kind of.
Done.
This way.
What do you... As you wish.
Wow. Okay. Come on. Wow, wow, wow. Okay.
What now? Of
That
course.
is
Yeah.
stressful.
What you want? I've done had enough of this.
So you can't do it by walking along this wall. Okay.
Wait a
Last
minute.
guy.
Done and done.
Alright. We got through.
Well, of course. Yeah.
Branwen, I need
Tis a
you still up
fine
here.
day to die.
Okay,
You've
I
a
need
task for the
you
group.
about right here.
Don't bother me.
I did see a face by the last time I came
If
through
none
here,
are
so that's
better.
why. Okay,
Nature for the
let's have
group.
you guys come back
If
a little
Tempus
bit.
wills it.
If none are better,
Oh, hello.
What now, I wonder?
Yep, this way.
Okay.
You have need if none are better.
What is your command? 'Tis a fine day to die.
No more traps? Nope, there is a trap there. Okay.
I'll do my best.
Hello? Thy Valkor's
Can
mighty
I-
blade.
There we go.
Yes?
Where to now? Done and done.
Yep, where you guys go? There you are.
Thy temper shield. What
Hold
is
on.
your
You need to go there.
Valkor's mighty blade?
If none are better.
There we go.
This?
Nice.
What now, I wonder?
Okay. If we can get into this room and not be attacked, that'd be great. But we have to wait for the web trap to finish. Web trap should be almost done.
And done.
Hello? If
Oh, I
temples
forgot that
will-
Bramwin has this little ability of I don't care. Okay, so there are 2 more face spiders in here. Gotcha.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
What do you want?
Nope, get that
As
going.
you wish.
I care not.
Where to now?
Come on. Go with that.
This?
Don't bother
Do
me.
the arrows.
What now, I wonder?
Give us victory!
Yeah, I just want to make sure we don't accidentally get anybody tangled.
Can I help you?
Okay.
If none are better.
Alright, well, we're in a new room. There is an opening there. That's why I feel like we need to go that way, but I'm not 100% sure, and I'm not fully trusting. I'm going to tell you.
Of course. Yeah, this.
Okay, so what we are going to do, I am going to attempt to rest, because we do need to heal back up and get new spells. I'm going to give these 2 a little bit more extra fine traps spells, because we do need those. And so, yeah, when you come back, we should hopefully be rested up and having the extra spells for us to continue going through this dungeon. And as you can tell, it's going to be one heck of a trip, because
queer
without her
fellow.
being able to detect traps or deactivate traps, we're in a rough spot. So if you've enjoyed what you've been seeing, I'd ask you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you feel up to it, join us over on my Discord server. You'll be able to find the link in the video description. And that way you can be kept up to date when new videos drop, and also see what new series I like to do on the channel in the future. And as always, I hope to see you all next time. Until then.